Alasdair Gold expects Tottenham to make another signing in the next week. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Before we dive into this transfer update, be sure to press that subscribe button and keep up with all the latest news. Alasdair Gold would be surprised if Tottenham do not make at least one more signing before the window slams shut. Tottenham have had quite a productive transfer window, with wholesale changes being made as Ange Postecoglou continues to put his own imprint on the squad. Spurs have strengthened their midfield and their attack with the additions of Dominic Solanke, Wilson Odobert, Archie Gray and Lucas Bergvall. As we enter the final week of the transfer window, it is unclear if Tottenham have another surprise up their sleeve, with Johan Lange evidently preferring to act in secrecy. Gold has now said that while the club's focus is now on offloading a few more first-team stars, they do want to bring at least one more player through the door before the deadline. When asked if any more new faces will arrive at Hotspur Way, the journalist said on Football London, "I would be surprised if Spurs don't make at least one more signing before the window closes. I think the focus right now will be on moving Lo Celso, Reguilon and Solomon out of the club, as well as loans for players like Devine and Phillips because they've got a lot of midfielders wingers right now, while Reguilon and Phillips need to head out for differing reasons. Tottenham will continue to look at what's available in the market, but I get the impression that Postecoglou is happy with a lot of what he's got across various departments. You could see that in the strength of the bench on Monday night. Any chance to add depth will be taken with all of the games ahead, but, and I'll whisper it quietly, don't forget that just creates more decisions to make with the European squad registration and more player would likely have to leave. I expect one young midfielder or a defender to arrive through the door to serve as additional cover. I do not expect any big-name arrivals in the final week of the window, with Spurs and Ange seemingly pleased with the business they have done. According to Sport, Tottenham are interested in a late deal to sign Andreas Christensen, who is surplus to requirements at Barcelona. The report says that Barcelona are looking to cash in on a few of their first-team players as they look to raise funds for new signings. With the club being quite well stocked at centre-back, it is alleged that they are ready to listen to offers for Christensen and Eric Garcia in the final days of the window. Tottenham already have the likes of Christian Romero, Mickey van der Ven, Radu Dragusin and Ben Davies in the centre-back department at Hotspur Way. A return to the Premier League is mooted as a possibility for the Denmark international, with Tottenham and Manchester United named as potential destinations. Both Spurs and the Red Devils are said to be keeping an eye on Christensen, whose agent is allegedly trying to orchestrate a late move to England for his client. The publication adds that it would take an offer of at least £21 million to convince the Catalan giants to sanction the sale of the former Chelsea centre-back. Ange might want one more centre-back as additional cover at the back, and Christensen would be a tempting option if he is available for £21 million. However, I'm not sure the Dane would be too keen on the move, as he will know that he will struggle to get much game time at N17. According to Ligue, Tottenham are willing to make a late offer to sign Monaco defender Vanderson as the transfer deadline draws closer. Tottenham are well stocked at right back at the moment, with Jed Spence looking set to serve as Pedro Porro's understudy, while new signing Archie Gray can also operate in the position. However, the speculation linking Vanderson with a late switch to Spurs refused to go away as we enter the final week of the transfer window. L'Equipe are the latest outlet to report on the matter, stating that Ange Postecoglou's men would be ready to pay £25 million for the Brazilian. The report alleges that Vanderson's future at the Louis II Stadium remains in doubt as Tottenham continue to circle over him. It is pointed out that the 23-year-old is contracted to Monaco until 2028, but the club's president Dmitry Rybolovlev rarely refuses such big offers. The publication thus suggests that a late switch to North London is still very much on the cards for Vanderson. Tottenham have been linked with a move for the Lens midfielder Andy Diouf. The 21-year-old central midfielder has done quite well for the League One club, and the likes of Manchester City and Aston Villa are keeping tabs on him as well. According to a report from HITC, the likes of Tottenham, Manchester City and Aston Villa scouted the player in action on Thursday night. It will be interesting to see if Tottenham follow up on their interest with an official proposal to sign the midfielder this summer. They could certainly use more quality and depth in the central midfield, and Diouf would be a long-term investment for them. The French midfielder is highly rated across Europe, and he has a bright future. He has the technical attributes and physicality to develop into a reliable performer in the Premier League. The 21-year-old is capable of operating as a central midfielder, as well as a defensive midfielder. A move to the Premier League could be an exciting opportunity for him. Tottenham are certainly one of the biggest clubs in the country. They could provide him with the platform to compete at a high level and push for trophies. Regular football in England could accelerate his development as well. The player has a contract with Lens until 2028, and he is unlikely to be a cheap acquisition. It remains to be seen whether Spurs can negotiate a reasonable price for him in the near future. Tottenham continue to be linked with a move for the Middlesbrough midfielder Hayden Hackney. The 22-year-old has attracted the attention of the North London club with his performances in the Championship, and Tottenham are keen on securing his signature. However, a report from Give Me Sport claims that Middlesbrough do not want to sanction his departure at this stage of the window, and Tottenham might have to wait for another opportunity in the near future. The report further adds that Tottenham are willing to be patient in their pursuit of the 22-year-old midfielder. Hackney is highly rated across England and he has a bright future. He could develop into a key player for Tottenham in the long term. The North London club sanctioned the departure of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg earlier this summer, and Hackney could be a replacement for the Denmark international. Tottenham are already lacking in depth when it comes to the midfield department, and signing the Middlesbrough player could be a wise investment. The 22-year-old is likely to improve with coaching and experience, and he could develop into a key player for the club. The report from Give Me Sport claims that the midfielder could be available for £25 million this summer. Tottenham certainly have the financial muscle to get the deal done, and it remains to be seen whether they are ready to pay up. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications on our latest content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!